Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome, listeners, to episode 167 of The Shadow Frequency, where we tune into the eerie hum of the unknown. I'm Juniper, your producer, and tonight we're diving into the chilling depths of Sloss Furnaces in Birmingham, Alabama, a hawking relic of the industrial age where the air still vibrates with ghostly voices and the clanging footsteps of long-dead workers. This National Historic Landmark, once a fiery heart of pig iron production, hides a sinister past tied to brutal conditions and a cruel foreman's fiery demise. Brace yourselves for a tale that'll make your skin crawl. Matt, you ready to stoke the paranormal flames tonight?
Oh, Juniper, I'm already feeling the heat from those furnaces. This one's got all the makings of a true shadow story.
Right.
Tragedy, restless spirits, and a place that feels like it's holding its breath, waiting to whisper its secrets. Let's get into it.
That's the spirit, Matt. Pun intended. Take us to the haunted heart of Sloss Furnaces. Over to you.
Welcome to the shadows, listeners. Tonight, we're stepping into the rusted, looming skeleton of Sloss Furnaces, a place where the past doesn't just linger, it screams. Built in 1881 by Colonel James Withers Sloss, this Birmingham blast furnace churned out pig iron for nearly a century, fueling America's industrial rise. But the progress came at a cost, paid in blood and sweat by the workers who toiled in hellish conditions. Temperatures soared past 120 degrees, visibility was choked by dust and fumes, and the machinery was unforgiving. Dozens met gruesome ends, crushed by gears, blinded by explosions, or burned alive in molten iron. The heart of Sloss's hauntings beats in the early 1900s. During the reign of a foreman named James Slag Wormwood, Slag ruled the graveyard shift with an iron fist, driving his crew of 150 men, mostly poor immigrants and former slaves, into dangerous, relentless labor. Under his watch, 47 workers died, 10 times more than any other shift. In 1888, an explosion in the engine house left 6 men burned blind. Another worker was caught in a boiler's cogwheel, his body slowly crushed as his screams echoed through the plant. Slag's cruelty was legendary, and in October of 1906, his reign ended in a way that still chills the bone. They say Slag lost his balance atop the tallest furnace, Big Alice, and plunged into a pool of molten iron, his body vaporizing instantly. But here's the twist. Slag never climbed the furnaces during his shifts. Whispers among the workers suggested something darker, that his men, fed up with his tyranny, pushed him into his fiery death. No one was ever charged, but soon after, the graveyard shift was shut down, blamed for too many strange incidents. Since then, Sloss has been a magnet for the paranormal. Over 100 reports of supernatural activity fill Birmingham police records, most spiking in September and October, right around the anniversary of Slag's death. Workers heard disembodied voices barking orders, felt unseen hands shove them, and saw shadowy figures in blue overalls, the same ones worn by Sloss laborers, stalking the catwalks. In the blower building's second floor, a malevolent presence believed to be Slag himself snarls at visitors, his anger as molten as the iron he once oversaw. Ghost hunters have flocked to Sloss, and their findings are chilling. The Ghost Adventures crew captured footsteps echoing in empty tunnels. Paranormal investigator Kevin Walden was slapped across the face by an unseen force, leaving a handprint that lingered for hours. Visitors report sudden cold spots, the clanging of chains, and glowing figures trailing them in the dark. One legend tells of a worker who fell into molten iron in 1887 at nearby Alice Furnaces. His ghost, they say, now wanders Sloss, still tending the furnaces as if bound by his vow to work as long as a furnace stands in Jefferson County. The air at Sloss feels heavy, charged with the anguish of those who died there. Every rusted beam, every shadowed corner seems to pulse with their presence. Is it the echo of their suffering or something more sinister, like Slag's vengeful spirit? that keeps these furnaces alive with the paranormal. Juniper, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this place. Sloss feels like a trap for lost souls, doesn't it?
Absolutely, Matt. Those stories about slag and jowers, it's like the furnaces are still burning with their pain.
Right.
Listeners, what do you think? Are you feeling the chill yet? Matt, take us deeper into the shadows.
You got it, Juniper. Let's keep stoking the fire. Over to you.
Wow, listeners, that first half was intense. Sloss Furnaces is giving off some seriously dark vibes with those ghostly voices and Slag's fiery end. I bet you're wondering if those spirits are still stoking the furnaces or if something else is at play. What do you think? Are these restless souls or something even creepier? We're diving back into the mystery soon, but first let's hear from Chris Beach about where you can find the Shadow Frequency.
You got it, Juniper. If you're loving the Shadow Frequency, please like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all major podcast directories. Visit our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com to catch all our episodes. Leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from. We might feature it in our next episode. Check out our Shadow blog for companion articles to our episodes, grab some cool swag from our store, or support us by buying us a coffee. Now let's get back over to Juniper for a dive into the mailbag, where we share your thoughts and stories. Back to you, Juniper.
Thanks, Chris. Now it's time for a mailbag segment. We have to fire up the message materializer to spit out today's listener message. Let me just flip the switches. All right. Dooley-doo, dooley-dooley-doo. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, it says, "Hi, Matt and Juniper. I just wanted to take a moment to say how much I love the Shadow Frequency, especially the conspiracy-themed episodes. I'm Rochelle from Missouri, and I've been hooked ever since I stumbled across your show a few months ago. The way you two present the stories, which is the right mix of research, mystery, and that eerie vibe, is absolutely captivating. I especially enjoyed the episodes on Project Montauk and the Vatican UFO archives. You always manage to uncover details I've never heard before, and it makes me question everything I thought I knew. Keep up the amazing work. Your show has become part of my weekly routine. Earbuds in, lights off, and ready to fall down the rabbit hole. Looking forward to whatever shadowy secrets you explore next. All the best, Rochelle Des from Missouri." Oh, Rochelle, you're speaking our language. Thanks for the love, and we're thrilled to have you in the shadows with us. Shoot us an email at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Mac, take us back to Sloss for the second half.
We're back, listeners, in the haunted heart of Sloss Furnaces, where the echoes of the past refuse to fade. The stories of ghostly workers and the vengeful spirit of James Slag Wormwood paint a picture of a place frozen in time, its pain etched into every rusted beam. Let's dive deeper into the paranormal pulse of this iron graveyard. One of the most haunting tales comes from 1926, when a night watchman was shoved from behind by an unseen force that growled, "Get back to work." In 1947, 3 supervisors were found unconscious in the boiler room, claiming a burned, disfigured man had attacked them, snarling the same command. These encounters, documented in police reports, point to a presence that's not just restless, but angry. Many believe it's Slag, still enforcing his brutal rule from beyond the grave. The legend of Theophilus Jowers adds another layer. After his tragic death in 1887, workers at Sloss reported seeing a figure in overalls moving between furnaces, as if continuing his labor. Ty Mulgani, a Sloss education coordinator, shared in 2018 that Jowers' ghost was spotted as recently as the 1920s, when nearby Alice furnaces closed, suggesting his spirit is tied to the last standing furnace, Sloss itself. Paranormal investigations have only amplified Sloss's reputation. In 2000, Fox's Scariest Places team recorded unnaturally high energy levels, calling Sloss a hotspot for restless souls. In 2002, a CBS affiliate captured unexplained footage of orbs and shadows, leaving skeptics rattled. The Alabama Foundation for Paranormal Research in 2003 confirmed the site's intense activity, noting spikes in electromagnetic fields near Big Alice, where Slag met his end. But here's where a shadow of doubt creeps in. Some argue the legend of Slag Wormwood might just be that, a legend. A Sloss tour guide once claimed the story was spun by a now defunct haunted house company to hype their annual fright tours. While inspired by real accidents, no records confirm Slag's existence or death. Could this tale be a ghost of fiction fueled by the site's grim history? Still, the sheer volume of unexplained encounters, over 100 police reports, make it hard to dismiss the hauntings entirely. Whether Slag is real or not, Sloss Furnaces feels alive with something otherworldly. The voices, the footsteps, the cold spots, they're more than just stories. They're the remnants of lives lost, of pain endured, and perhaps of a foreman who refuses to let go. Juniper, I'm torn. Slag's story might be a tall tale, but those paranormal reports are hard to ignore. What's your take?
Matt, even if Slag's a myth, the energy at Sloss is undeniable. Those workers' spirits feel too real to dismiss.
Right.
Listeners, are you buying the hauntings, or is this all smoke and mirrors? Matt, shall we wrap it up?
You got it, Juniper. Over to you for the sign-off.
And that's a wrap on episode 167 of The Shadow Frequency. We dove into the molten shadows of Sloss Furnaces, where ghostly workers and maybe a mythical foreman keep the paranormal fires burning. From disembodied voices to glowing figures, this Birmingham landmark proves the past never truly cools. What do you think, listeners? Are Sloss's hauntings the real deal or just echoes of a brutal history? Drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com or hit us up on Facebook. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Aspire Healthy Energy. It's what's been keeping us focused during those long editing sessions and late night research rabbit holes. Aspire gives you balanced energy with 80 milligrams of natural green and tea caffeine, zero sugar, and no crash. Seriously, no jitters, just smooth, clean fuel. Try it out and get 20% off any product at aspiredrinks.com with our promo code SHADOW25. That's SHADOW25 for 20% off. All right, Matt, say goodbye to the shadows.
Later, Shadow Seekers. Stay spooky.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, keep your ears open for the frequencies that whisper in the dark. Good night, and stay curious.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.